Hey, Mary Kay, how close is Deshaun Watson, in your opinion, to regaining his form and shaking off the rust? With the exception of one play, it looked like a vast improvement on Sunday.
You know what? I really do believe that as the weeks go by and we start to get into November, somewhere around mid-November, I think that Deshaun Watson is going to hit his stride in this offense with the guys that he's playing with. I think what happened after the Pittsburgh game was a gross overreaction to Deshaun Watson. I think people keep lumping those 6 games from last season into this year. And I think you kind of have to set those aside a little bit just because of what they were and what it was all about. I just think that this year is something new and different and that you kind of have to start over here. And I just thought the way that the sky was falling after his performance in Pittsburgh, I really thought it was ridiculous. I thought people way overreacted and tried to completely bury him. When you look at it, he had only played 2 football games this season, and one of them was wrecked by the rain against the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, that was just a bad game for Joe Burrow and a bad game for Deshaun Watson. You couldn't really judge him on that. And then the Pittsburgh game, I will 100% be one of the first people to stand up and say he had a bad game. I mean, it was no excuse for how he played in that game and lost his cool. He lost his composure. He just did not play within himself. But the fact that everyone wrote him off so early as broken and finished and he's just not going to be the same anymore ever again. I just thought that was insanity. You don't want to overreact to this game and swing the pendulum the other way and act like, oh my God, he's turned the corner. Everything's going to be wonderful now. That was a bad pass defense that he played against the Titans. I mean, a lot of quarterbacks can put up 300 yards against the Titans right now. They just don't have a good pass defense. So, you want to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. But he did what he needed to do. And he went out there and he played an efficient football game. He overcame the adversity of the first half, but he did what he needed to do. He came back and he played well. He threw some touchdown passes and he won the football game, or he contributed in a big way to the victory. And that's what you expect from your starting quarterback.
If he would have struggled in this game, it would have just been more sky is falling. So I think we have to give him credit. He didn't struggle in this game. He made some really accurate throws, some really well-timed throws. I mean, even the throw to Jerome Ford where he was wide open. Like, he timed that well, and Ford ran a great route, and they got a touchdown out of it, a couple nice throws to Amari. So this was a really good game from Deshaun Watson. Was it a great game? Was he super dynamic out there? Did he look like Mahomes and Herbert and Allen all? No, but that's okay. This was just a really good game from him. It was a step in a positive direction, and he looked closer to the quarterback we thought he was